They do it again, folks. They do it again. The story of the 2025 Chicago Bears. They always seem to find a way to come through at the very end, and they do so against the Pittsburgh Steelers as they win 31-28. Let's talk about it, people. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, some NFL. Here to talk about the Chicago Bears. And here to talk about their latest victory, which now puts them at 8-3 on the season, folks. 8-3 is insane. If you had told me before the season, after 11 games, we would be 8-3, I would have called you crazy. I would have called you crazy optimistic. But here we are at the top of the division, still at the top of the division at 8-3, coming off a tough victory against Pittsburgh Steelers. So let's talk about this game, man, and I'll start with the offense, because I told you guys in my pregame video that if it is going to be a way for the Bears to win this game, it is going to have to be with the offense carrying us, because the defense was so depleted. I mean, we were losing guys left and right, even during the game. Ruben Hippolyte went out, Tyreek Stevenson goes out, in addition to all of the guys we didn't have in our entire starting linebacker core. Jalen Johnson didn't come back, Kyler Gordon wasn't back. I mean, it was just a completely decimated defense. And so you knew even a guy like Mason Rudolph is going to be able to move the football with, the screen game, which they were absolutely, just completely spamming, and then the run game. And so the way the Bears were going to win this football game was they were going to have to score at least 25 points. They end up scoring 31, and they get the job done. So I mentioned that to you guys, and I knew, hey, we are not winning this football game, 17-10. It's just not happening. You are going to have to put up a lot of points, and that is exactly what the Bears did. Now, Caleb Williams finishes on the day 19 for 35 for 239 yards, 3 passing touchdowns, and no interceptions. Great to see the passing touchdowns, man. It had been a while for Caleb throwing passing touchdowns in a game. I think last time he had a 3-touchdown game was against the Bengals. So great to see Caleb get in the multi-TD column there. I thought Caleb was okay. There were obviously some misses in this one, throwing behind guys, just being a bit inaccurate. And then you obviously had that egregious decision where he, fumbled in the end zone. The Steelers jumped on it. TJ Watt obviously made a great play, and then the Steelers basically ended up getting a free touchdown there. Caleb just can't do that. That play right there encapsulated, just, hey, this is where Caleb has progressed, and then these are the things that he's got to clean up, because it's like that indecision in that play where he couldn't decide whether he wanted to tuck it and run it or he wanted to throw it. I love what TJ Watt said on the broadcast. TJ Watt, he was playing in the game. JJ Watt said on the broadcast, his brother. I think he said, you got to chuck it or you got to tuck it. You got to make a decision there, all right? Because you can't be that indecisive. And I know Caleb has that in him about the, doing the Superman thing and trying to make something out of nothing. But that play, he just took way too long to decide there. So, again, that was an egregious mistake for sure. But Caleb obviously does come through, and he was decisive when he needed to be. Obviously getting the touchdowns, the free play, the nod to Aaron Rodgers there. That was awesome, right? Scoring off the free play with Aaron Rodgers watching on the sideline to getting the touchdown to DJ Moore. That was awesome to see. And, Rome getting involved. DJ Moore getting involved today was really nice to see. 5 for 64 and 2 touchdowns. Can't remember last time DJ had a game like that, which is sad to say, because, that's not even like that great of a receiving line, but the 2 touchdowns seem awesome. Colston Loveland, 4 for 49 and a touchdown. Man, Colston Loveland, is he the best offensive weapon on this team? Like, always makes the right play, always gets the ball moving forward, never really drops the ball, I feel like, and just, he's so hard to tackle, just so good at everything, man. Just every time you give this kid the football, something good happens. So please, Ben, keep feeding him. Luther Burden, 3 for 46. So the guys that needed to get involved got involved. That was great to see here. And so the offense did carry them. But all this talk I said about Caleb, being inaccurate at times, it was still mainly Caleb and this passing offense doing the damage here because the run game was not going. DeAndre Swift had his worst game of the season. 8 rushes for 15, 8 carries for 15 rushing yards. That is abysmal. Abysmal. Less than 2 yards a carry. And then Kyle Manninga was much better, but how much better? 4 yards a carry, right? 12 for 48. So the run game really did not give the Bears much. So Caleb and this passing attack did carry this in this game, and Ben Johnson, with his brilliant play calling, doing the legwork there. So that was essentially what got us this win. Now, defensively speaking, it was just making me nauseous seeing how disgusting of a game plan the Steelers had, and I mean that in a way where I knew it was coming, but it's like, how could we not stop it? Like, they're screen passing us to death with Mason Rudolph, the run of the football. Kenny Gainwell had 10 for 92, Jalen Warren 18 for 68. Like, it's so damn predictable, and we still couldn't stop it. But what I'll say about the defense is, even though they were severely compromised, they made plays when they needed to. Nashawn Wright with that interception early on in the game, and then obviously at the very end, the batted pass to end the game. Like, that's the thing about DA, man. Dennis Allen and this defense, no matter who's out there, he's gonna find a way to he's gonna find a way to help the guys make plays out there, and they're gonna go ahead and execute. I mean, the passing offense for the Steelers, it was abysmal. Calvin Austin was their leading receiver for 4 for 30. Now, I know DK Metcalf got hurt, but he did come back. And Mason Rudolph threw for 171 yards, passing yards. So for all of the talk about the Bears' defense being depleted, they still did a relatively good job in this passing attack for the Steelers. So, look, wins in the NFL are hard to come by. We know that. You're not apologizing for any wins. That's what Ben Johnson says, and I agree with him. Overall, you got to be happy. Being down here, I know they didn't have Aaron Rodgers. We didn't have our entire defense pretty much. So I thought it was pretty even there. Bears win at home, close game. Love to see it. 8-3 on the season, man. Another week, another Bears dub. It has been an awesome, awesome ride to see. Awesome thing to see. Enjoy the ride, Bears fans, because I certainly am. Let me know what you guys think about that. Leave a comment down below with your thoughts. As always, thanks for watching.